Look around. Who has succeeded without experiencing failure? You see their brilliance, but few realize that they had to crawl through countless thorns to get where they are today. So I'm glad we're overcoming challenges together. But the real issue is how to keep moving forward without suffering too much and knowing how to heal your own wounds. For that, you need proper tools. I'm going to share with you 21 tools that Miyamoto Musashi, a philosopher, leader, and legendary swordsman, has distilled. These tools are practical and applicable in everyday life, with no need for complex thinking. If you're tired of your current situation, trust me, this could be the one thing that transforms your life. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. 1. Accept everything as it is. See things for what they truly are. Acceptance is not weakness or cowardice. It's the courage to face reality without evasion or cover-up. If you cannot recognize and confront reality, all efforts are merely wasted time. You cannot change what you refuse to face. Practical application. In work, when results fall short of expectations, look straight at the cause. Don't make excuses or blame the circumstances. Lacking skills? Learn more. Faulty plan? Adjust it. Reality is the only thing you must face before making genuine changes. In relationships, don't try to change others to fit your desires. If they have flaws, you have two choices: accept them or leave. All attempts to force change only create unnecessary disappointment and conflict. When facing personal struggles, don't avoid them. Identify the problems clearly, whether it's failure, illness, or loss. Acceptance is the first step toward regaining strength and finding solutions. In managing emotions, instead of suppressing or denying negative feelings, face them head-on. Feeling anger or sadness is normal. The key is to understand their roots and turn them into motivation, rather than letting them control you. Benefits of acceptance: reduces illusions and increases clarity. By not being deceived by illusions, you'll clearly see what truly needs to change. It enhances problem-solving effectiveness. Only when you confront reality can you find the right solutions, rather than circling around unreal issues. It strengthens inner power. Accepting what cannot be changed helps build resilience, making you less prone to breakdowns. Acceptance is not a sign of failure, but the beginning of true strength. If you don't dare to face reality, you'll always be a victim of circumstances. 2. Do not seek pleasure for pleasure's sake. Pursuing pleasure isn't wrong, but if it becomes your sole goal, you will easily be drawn into temporary gratification, losing sight of more important values. Pleasure may bring short-lived joy, but it often leads to long-term emptiness. Instead of seeking pleasure uncontrollably, focus on more enduring values: personal growth, meaningful relationships, and clear goals. Practical application. At work, rather than chasing rewards or material gains, focus on the core value of your work: what you are learning, how you are contributing, and how your work impacts the community. These factors provide true fulfillment. In relationships, don't rely solely on temporary joys. Romantic gestures or sweet compliments are important, but if they're all you focus on, the relationship will quickly lose depth. Seek understanding, trust, and deeper connections with others instead of short-lived joys. In facing yourself, instead of seeking easy pleasures to escape pain or boredom, confront them. Only when you understand the root of your suffering can you find lasting satisfaction from within. Benefits of abandoning short-term pleasure. Enhances patience and self-control. When not driven by fleeting allurements, you gradually develop control and determination against temptations. This helps maintain long-term goals and build sustainable success. It fosters appreciation. By not being distracted by immediate pleasures, you'll appreciate simple, enduring values like inner peace, health, and authentic relationships. Pleasure is not the enemy, But if you make it your ultimate goal, it will gradually destroy everything you truly need to attain peace and real happiness. Don't let pleasure control you. Make it a tool to achieve bigger life goals. 3. Never depend on fleeting emotions. Emotions can be a double-edged sword. They can empower or lead to collapse. Making decisions based on momentary feelings can result in serious mistakes and later regrets. To live a steady, purpose-driven life, you must know how to manage emotions and not let them dictate actions. Practical application. At work, in stressful situations, or when criticized, avoid reacting immediately with anger or hurt. Take time to think carefully, calmly analyze the situation, and consider different perspectives before deciding. This helps avoid impulsive actions that could harm your career and relationships. In relationships, if you allow temporary emotions like jealousy, anger, or disappointment to dominate, you can easily destroy what you've worked hard to build. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause to reflect on your feelings and whether they're reasonable. This maintains stability and balance, fostering trust and mutual respect. When facing personal failures, don't let feelings of discouragement or pessimism control you. They're just temporary emotions that will pass. Use these emotions as motivation to rise stronger, assess failures with clarity, and find ways to move forward. Benefits of not depending on fleeting emotions. Increases clarity and accuracy in decisions. When detached from temporary emotions, you can make wiser decisions based on logic and what truly matters. This helps avoid unnecessary mistakes, enhances inner stability. Managing emotions prevents you from being swept away by emotional fluctuations. You'll gradually become more composed, able to handle any situation without being swayed. Boosts confidence. By not being ruled by fleeting emotions, you'll feel in control of yourself and your surroundings, fostering solid confidence and readiness for any challenge. Emotions are an essential part of humanity, but they're not always right. Don't let temporary emotions dictate your long-term future. Instead, master your emotions and make them a companion in intelligent, well-directed decisions. 4. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Do not overvalue your ego, as arrogance often leads to blindness and detachment from reality. When you excessively value yourself, you struggle to accept differences and are easily hurt by trivial matters. Instead, focus deeply on the world around you, observe, listen, and understand things greater than yourself. Practical application. At work, instead of solely chasing personal fame or achievements, concentrate on the broader impact of your work on your team and community. You can contribute significant value by looking beyond yourself, understanding shared needs and goals. This approach brings sustainable growth and respect from colleagues, rather than seeking immediate recognition. In relationships, if you think only of yourself, you'll overlook the feelings and needs of others, leading to unnecessary distance and conflicts. Listen sincerely and understand what others are going through. When you put yourself in others' shoes, you gain a clearer perspective, creating deeper and longer-lasting connections. When facing personal challenges, instead of dwelling in self-pity or blaming fate, look deeper into the world around you. Life's pain is not just yours, but a part of humanity's struggle. When you broaden your perspective, you'll realize you're not alone, finding the courage to overcome difficulties more powerfully. Benefits of thinking lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. Broadens understanding and compassion. By looking outward, you become more empathetic to others' stories and issues, developing a comprehensive, enriched view of life. Increases adaptability. When not bound by ego, you easily accept changes and learn from others, making you flexible and prepared for any situation. Lessens the burden of ego. Without constantly trying to prove or protect your ego, you'll find inner freedom and calmness in the face of praise or criticism. Don't make yourself the center of the universe. By thinking lightly of yourself and looking deeply into the world, you'll find greater meaning in life and the relationships around you, leading to inner peace and genuine growth. 5. Let go of desires throughout life. Desires are often the root of suffering. When you allow yourself to be driven by what you crave, whether it be wealth, power, fame, or love, you become a slave to those desires. Clinging to them drags you into an endless cycle of lack and disappointment. To achieve peace and fulfillment, you must learn to let go of desires and seek satisfaction from deeper values. Practical application. At work, don't let the desire for promotion or wealth make you lose your integrity. Dishonest behavior, unhealthy competition, or reckless efforts to achieve goals only bring emptiness and perpetual lack. Instead, focus on the real value of work, learning, improving skills, and making a positive impact. In relationships, don't let the desire to control or possess others dominate. Love is not about ownership. It is about freedom and companionship. If you cling too tightly to others, you create suffocation and tension. Let go of unrealistic expectations and accept things as they come. Emotional freedom is what nurtures long-lasting relationships. In personal life, when facing temptations like materialism or frivolous desires, ask yourself whether they bring lasting happiness or just fleeting pleasure. True contentment comes from understanding yourself and finding joy in simple things like peace, health, and connection with family and friends. Benefits of letting go of desires. Frees the mind from pressure. When no longer driven by desires, you'll feel lighter, without the burden of constantly seeking or owning something. This allows you to live with a free spirit, unbound by external things. Focus on core values. By letting go of endless cravings, you'll have more time and energy to concentrate on meaningful aspects of life, personal development, meaningful relationships, and inner peace. Nurtures deeper satisfaction. Instead of chasing superficial things, you'll find joy in more sustainable values. Fulfillment doesn't come from gaining something new, but from appreciating what you already have. Letting go of desires doesn't mean abandoning dreams or goals. It means not being bound by them. When desires no longer control you, you will find true freedom and serenity in life. 6. Do not regret what you have done. Regret is a silent enemy that destroys the spirit. When you constantly dwell in regret, you not only suffer, but also lose the energy to move forward. What has happened cannot be changed, and dwelling on the past only traps you in a cycle of self-blame. Instead of regretting, learn from your mistakes and use them as a foundation for the future. Practical application. At work, if you've made a mistake or failed in a project, don't let regret hold you back. Analyze the true cause of the mistake and learn from it. It's through these setbacks that you better understand yourself, improve skills, and build a stronger career. In relationships, if you've hurt someone or made wrong choices, don't remain stuck in guilt. Instead, take responsibility, seek to make amends if possible, and learn to forgive yourself. Acknowledging and facing mistakes helps you grow and build healthier relationships in the future. When facing personal failures, don't let them become obstacles in your path. Instead of dwelling on them, recognize that every decision, right or wrong, has contributed to who you are today. This allows you to move forward with more clarity and strength. Benefits of not regretting. Releases the mind from the burden of the past. When you're no longer bound by regret, you'll feel lighter and more relaxed, able to live in the present and focus on the future. Enhances self-confidence. Learning from mistakes rather than regretting them builds confidence and trust in your problem-solving abilities. Strengthens determination and clarity. When you're not preoccupied with past mistakes, you can focus more effectively on making better decisions in the future, thanks to the lessons you've learned. Not regretting doesn't mean denying mistakes or avoiding responsibility. It means having the courage to face, learn from, and move forward with a free spirit and strong will. The past cannot be changed, but the future is entirely in your hands. Let's come together to support our community. If you are a kind person, please hit the like button on this video and leave some energetic comments to spread positive vibes. Together, we can make a difference. 7. Never be jealous. Jealousy is a silent poison that destroys the soul. When jealousy controls you, you lose the joy of living and devalue yourself. Jealousy isn't just about wanting what others have. It's about accepting inferiority and dissatisfaction with yourself. To live a peaceful and free life, you must eliminate jealousy at its root and instead focus on gratitude and appreciating what you have. Practical application. At work, instead of envying your colleagues' success, learn from them. What helped them achieve those results? Turn envy into motivation for personal growth, improving skills, and setting your own goals, independent of comparison. In relationships, jealousy only erodes trust and connection. Don't compare the love or attention others receive to what you have. Instead, build mutual respect. Focus on maintaining and developing your relationship and avoid feeling threatened by others. In personal life, don't let envy over others' success or possessions make you forget your own worth. Focus on your own journey, remembering that everyone has different paths and paces of growth. Instead of comparing yourself to others, appreciate your achievements and keep striving to improve. Benefits of eliminating jealousy. Frees the mind from negativity. Letting go of jealousy makes you feel lighter, enabling you to focus on what truly matters without being distracted by negative emotions. Builds sincere and lasting relationships. Without jealousy as a barrier, you can create deeper, more genuine connections with others. Increases self-confidence and personal growth. Instead of feeling inferior, you'll focus on self-improvement, making steady progress in career and life. Jealousy and envy do not help you advance, but only drag you into dissatisfaction and scarcity. Learn to be grateful and focus on your own journey. When you're no longer obsessed with comparing yourself to others, you'll find freedom, peace, and true joy in life. 8. Do not be sad over separation. Separation is an inevitable part of life, whether it's the end of a relationship, the passing of a loved one, or simply a distance created by circumstances. Sadness over separation only prolongs pain and causes you to miss opportunities for growth. Instead of being trapped by loss, learn to accept life's impermanence and understand that every meeting and parting has its meaning. Practical application. At work, when a close colleague leaves or you have to abandon an important project, view separation as an opportunity to explore new directions. Each goodbye opens different possibilities, from collaborating with new people to learning new skills. In personal relationships, don't let separation keep you trapped in prolonged sorrow. The end of a love or friendship doesn't mean life stops. Instead, be grateful for the memories and accept that some people are only meant to be part of a specific phase of your life. This acceptance allows you to open up to new connections and build lasting, meaningful relationships. In personal life, when a loved one passes away, sadness is unavoidable. But don't let it control your life forever. Cherish the beautiful memories and learn to move forward with gratitude for having had them in your life. Instead of clinging to the past, focus on new experiences in the present and future. Benefits of not being sad over separation. Reduces mental suffering and burden. When you're no longer attached to what's lost, you feel lighter and more free, able to embrace change without excessive pain. Increases adaptability and progress. Acceptance helps you see new opportunities in each farewell, fostering growth and learning. Builds resilience and inner strength. Accepting separation without sadness makes you stronger, ready to face any change in life. Separation is not an ending, but a pause in life's journey. Let each farewell be a lesson, an experience that helps you grow stronger and more mature. Letting go of the sadness of separation is the first step toward living a free and meaningful life. 9. Do not resent or complain about anyone, including yourself. Resentment and complaints only increase suffering and cloud your mind with bitterness. When resentment dominates, you lose inner peace and hinder personal growth. Complaining about others or yourself doesn't solve problems, it only prolongs dissatisfaction. To truly live a peaceful life, you must learn to forgive both others and yourself, while focusing on finding solutions instead of wallowing in blame. Practical application. At work, instead of complaining about colleagues or your boss, focus on what you can control and improve. Whenever you feel the urge to complain, turn it into motivation to find better solutions or propose improvements. This will help you enhance your skills and create a more positive work environment. In relationships, when someone disappoints you, don't let resentment consume your feelings. Instead, communicate openly to understand the issues and find solutions. Resentment only creates tension and distance. Learn to listen, understand the reasons behind conflicts, and, if possible, forgive to help the relationship grow. In personal life, rather than blaming yourself for past mistakes, view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Self-blame doesn't change the past, but self-awareness and improvement can shape the future. Forgiving yourself is the first step to freeing your mind and creating motivation to move forward. Benefits of letting go of resentment and complaints. Frees the mind from bitterness and negativity. When no longer haunted by resentment or complaints, you'll have a lighter spirit, able to focus on positivity and growth. Increases patience and strength. Forgiving others and yourself helps develop patience and the ability to face difficulties calmly and wisely. Builds healthy and lasting relationships. By not harboring resentment or complaints, you create a more sincere and positive communication environment, nurturing genuine and lasting connections. Resentment changes nothing except draining the joy from your life. Complaints only make you more tired and frustrated. Learn to let go and turn negative energy into proactive problem solving. Life will become more peaceful when you forgive and accept the imperfections in yourself and others. 10. Do not let lust or love dominate. Lust and love are important parts of life, but when they become obsessions or controlling needs, you lose self-control and balance. Sustainable love doesn't come from dependence, and lust should not be the center of life. When you let lust or love dominate, you can become blinded, leading to wrong decisions and losing your core values. Practical application. In relationships, instead of letting romantic feelings dictate actions, maintain clear boundaries. True love doesn't require possession or control, but respect and understanding. Focus on building a healthy and sustainable relationship rather than chasing fleeting romantic moments. This approach helps relationships grow on solid foundations, avoiding unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings. When facing sexual temptations, ask yourself if your actions truly come from a deep need or are just a temporary satisfaction. If you let lust control you, you can easily fall into unhealthy relationships, losing self-respect and personal values. Instead, focus on developing other aspects of yourself, such as intellect, career, and mental well-being. In personal life, don't let love be the only source of meaning. Love, although important, is just one part of life's bigger picture. Find joy from other relationships, your career, family, and friends. True love exists when it's not the sole salvation for your life. Benefits of not letting lust or love dominate. Maintain self-control and independence. When not controlled by lust or love, you keep balance and make wiser decisions without being clouded by temporary emotions. Creates healthier relationships. Love not driven by dependence is more sustainable, based on mutual respect and understanding rather than control or possession. Encourages personal growth. When you don't focus only on love or lust, you have the opportunity to develop other aspects of life, such as knowledge, career, and social connections, creating a richer and more meaningful life. Lust and love are not enemies, but when you let them control your actions, they become barriers to true freedom and peace. Love with your heart and live with reason, so that love becomes a motivation rather than a burden. 11. Have no fixed preferences in anything. Personal preferences can bring joy and comfort, but if they become rigid rules in decision-making, they limit your thinking and create a narrow path. Fixed preferences often arise from biases, prejudices, and inflexibility. To broaden your perspective and develop comprehensively, you need to approach life with openness and flexibility, ready to embrace new things, even if they are not your usual preferences. Practical application. At work, don't let fixed preferences limit your creativity and growth. Instead of sticking only to tasks you find comfortable or familiar, challenge yourself with new and tougher tasks. It's overcoming the unfamiliar that expands skills and sparks breakthrough ideas. In relationships, if you only interact with people who share similar preferences or lifestyles, you'll miss the chance to understand different perspectives and ways of living. Be open to communicating with people from diverse backgrounds, opinions, and interests. This helps you develop empathy, gain deeper insights into life, and build diverse and meaningful relationships. In personal life, instead of sticking to familiar activities, food, or hobbies, try exploring new things. Try a new sport, read a different genre, or even try a dish you've never considered. This flexibility enriches your life and broadens your outlook. Benefits of having no fixed preferences. Increases adaptability. Without rigid preferences, you easily embrace and adapt to new changes, making you more flexible in all circumstances. Enhances creativity and learning. Exploring new things broadens your knowledge, leading to more creative and unique ideas. Builds empathy and deep understanding. By being open to new experiences, you develop empathy for others' perspectives and experiences, fostering genuine and lasting relationships. Life is a constant transformation. Rigidity and biases only trap you in a narrow circle of familiarity. Live with an open mind, unbound by any fixed preferences, to embrace the diversity and richness of the world. 12. Be indifferent to where you live. Where you live can influence your comfort and security, but when you become overly attached to your living environment, you become dependent and prone to dissatisfaction when circumstances change. Attachment to a place often creates inner instability and hinders your adaptability. To live peacefully and freely, you need to find satisfaction from within, rather than letting your surroundings determine your happiness. Practical application. At work, instead of always seeking the perfect office or ideal work environment, focus on adapting to the current circumstances. Mental flexibility enables you to work effectively anywhere, from a noisy cafe to a temporary office. Your focus on core goals is the key to success, not the perfect workspace. In relationships, not letting the place affect you helps build stronger bonds. Regardless of where you or your partner live, genuine connection and commitment determine whether the relationship continues to grow. Don't let geographical distance or different living conditions diminish the value of love. In personal life, don't let your place of residence limit your growth. Understand that every place is only a temporary station, and the true value of life doesn't depend on geographical location, but on how you live, perceive the world, and face challenges. Whether you live in a bustling city or a remote village, true peace and happiness come from within. Benefits of being indifferent to where you live. Enhances flexibility and adaptability. When not bound by where you live, you can adapt easily and live comfortably anywhere. This inner freedom allows you to grow fully, unaffected by external conditions. Reduces material pressure. By not being obsessed with finding the perfect place to live, you alleviate financial and mental pressure, freeing up energy to focus on more meaningful goals in life. Develops inner autonomy. When happiness doesn't depend on where you live, you find peace and satisfaction from your core values, unaffected by external environments. Life is a journey of constant change. Don't limit yourself by where you live. Find peace within your soul so you can live freely and fully anywhere. 13. Do not pursue the taste of food. Food can bring pleasure, but when taste becomes the main goal, it leads to dependence and disrupts balance in life. To maintain strong health and spirit, you need to see food not only as a source of pleasure, but as a source of energy for body and mind. Don't let yourself become a slave to taste. Learn to eat for real needs, not for temporary cravings. Practical application. In daily eating habits, instead of choosing only delicious foods, focus on nutritional value. Sometimes healthy foods aren't appealing to the palate, but they offer long-term health benefits. Choose nutritious foods to provide sufficient energy for your body rather than chasing immediate taste gratification. During parties or gatherings, don't let the abundance and allure of food dictate you. Learn to eat moderately, savoring food slowly without overindulging. This moderation not only maintains nutritional balance, but also protects long-term health. When managing weight and health, letting go of the craving for delicious food is crucial for achieving goals. When no longer overly dependent on taste, you can easily follow a scientific diet, improving overall health and maintaining stable fitness. Benefits of not pursuing the taste of food. Enhances self-control. When not dominated by taste, you develop disciplined eating habits. Building a healthier lifestyle improves health. Focusing on real nutritional needs rather than taste satisfaction makes your body healthier and more energetic. Increases clarity and alertness. A healthy diet benefits not only the body, but also sharpens the mind, making you more clear-headed and focused. Food is meant to nourish the body, not control the mind. When you let go of dependency on taste, you discover inner freedom, unbound by temporary cravings. Learn to eat for health and balance, to lead a healthier and more meaningful life. 14. Do not possess unnecessary things. Accumulating material possessions often stems from temporary satisfaction or a false sense of security. When you let yourself be caught in a shopping frenzy or the desire to own more, you not only waste resources, but also burden yourself with unnecessary worries. To achieve true peace and freedom, learn to own less but focus on quality, keeping only what's genuinely needed in your life. Practical application. In daily life, practice mindful shopping. Before buying something, ask yourself, do I really need this? If the answer is no, drop the idea of purchasing it. This saves money and space, while also fostering a more conscious and thoughtful consumption habit. When arranging and decorating your living space, apply minimalism. Keep only items that provide real value, both in terms of function and sentiment. This simplification not only makes your living space tidier and more breathable, but also reduces stress and mental pressure. At work and in personal life, don't be swayed by luxurious or trendy items that you don't truly need. Focus on long-term values like skills, knowledge, and relationships instead of chasing material possessions that don't contribute to real growth. Benefits of not possessing unnecessary things. Increases freedom and lightness in life. When not burdened by many possessions, you'll feel more comfortable in your living space and more at ease in your mind. Saves finances and reduces waste. Mindful consumption not only saves money, but also prevents unnecessary waste, promoting a sustainable and responsible lifestyle. Encourages focus on real values. When not controlled by material possessions, you can dedicate more time and energy to health, personal development, and meaningful relationships. Accumulating material goods only makes life heavier and more complicated. Learn to let go of what's unnecessary so you can live with true freedom and peace, unburdened by external things. Owning less but valuing more. This is the key to lasting happiness and fulfillment. 15. Do not act according to social customs. Social customs often originate from tradition, beliefs, and long-standing habits. While they can provide safety and bonding, they can also become shackles that restrict independence and freedom of thought. When you act solely according to what is normal or correct by societal standards, you risk losing your true self. To live a free and meaningful life, you need the courage to challenge rigid norms when they no longer align with your values and personal goals. Practical application. At work, don't simply follow standard rules if they're ineffective or don't support your growth. Be brave enough to innovate, experiment with new methods, and challenge old conventions. Breaking free from the framework is how you create real breakthroughs and success. In relationships, don't let social prejudices dictate who you choose as friends, who you love, or how you treat others. Act confidently based on your feelings and values, building relationships founded on sincerity and mutual respect. This helps foster deeper and more genuine connections, free from societal expectations. In personal life, conforming blindly to social norms about career, marriage, or lifestyle can leave you feeling restricted and deprived of freedom. Don't let society force you into a specific mold. Live in a way that truly brings happiness and comfort, even if it may contradict what society considers normal. Benefits of not acting according to social customs. Unleashes creativity and personal freedom. By not being bound by social rules, you'll maximize your potential and freely explore new, unique ideas and ways of living. Builds confidence and self-reliance. Acting according to your own beliefs strengthens your confidence, making you more determined and less influenced by external forces. Creates a more genuine and meaningful life. By not being controlled by customs, you'll live in alignment with your true self, achieving deep and lasting satisfaction. Social customs are not inherently bad, but they should be guidelines, not mandatory rules. Have the courage to act according to your reason and heart, even when it may differ from the majority. True freedom comes only when you live authentically, unaffected by rigid social structures. 16. Do not be jealous or envious. Jealousy and envy are negative emotions that not only steal your inner peace, but also blind you to the good things around you. When jealousy controls you, you harm yourself and hinder your growth. To achieve real peace and freedom, you must learn to let go of envy, replacing it with gratitude and appreciation for what you have. Practical application. At work, instead of being jealous of others' success, turn jealousy into motivation to learn and grow. Focus on improving skills, enhancing your own abilities, and clearly defining your long-term goals. Personal improvement is the path to lasting success. In relationships, if you often feel envious of what others have, ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Be grateful for what you already possess, instead of constantly comparing yourself to others. Jealousy only widens gaps and weakens connections with others. Instead, cultivate mutual respect and understanding, building relationships based on support and sharing. In personal life, don't let envy of others' achievements or wealth make you lose sight of your own value. Focus on your own journey and remember that everyone has a different path and pace of growth. Rather than comparing yourself, appreciate what you have achieved and keep striving to better yourself. Benefits of letting go of jealousy and envy. Frees the mind from negativity. Letting go of envy makes you feel lighter, enabling you to focus on what truly matters in life. Build sincere and lasting relationships. When not driven by jealousy, you can create deeper connections with others based on mutual respect and empathy. Increases self-confidence and personal growth. Instead of feeling inferior, you'll focus on self-improvement, creating steady progress in both career and personal life. Jealousy and envy don't help you advance. They only keep you stuck in dissatisfaction and lack. Learn to be grateful and focus on your own journey. When you're no longer obsessed with comparing yourself to others, you'll find freedom, peace, and true joy in life. 17. Do not cling to anger or resentment. Anger and resentment are strong emotions that can flare up quickly, but holding on to them turns you into a victim of your own negative feelings. Unresolved anger only accumulates as hatred, harming your spirit and even your physical health. To achieve real peace and freedom, you need to let go of anger and resentment, replacing them with forgiveness and compassion. Practical application. At work, instead of getting angry over failures or conflicts with colleagues, focus on handling the problem professionally. Instead of harboring anger, engage in open dialogue to find a mutual solution. Self-control and calmness not only resolve the issue but also create a more positive and professional work environment. In relationships, if someone hurts you, try to communicate clearly to resolve the issue, but don't hold on to resentment. Resentment over time reduces trust and intimacy, leading to distance and breakdowns. Focus on forgiving not only others but also yourself to free yourself from the burden of negative emotions. In personal life, don't let past mistakes or injustices keep you angry. Ask yourself, is this anger helping me move forward? If the answer is no, learn to let it go. This doesn't mean denying pain, but confronting and transforming it into growth. Benefits of not holding on to anger or resentment. Frees the mind from emotional burdens. Letting go of anger makes you feel lighter, enabling clearer thinking and better decision-making. Enhances calmness and self-control. By not letting anger control you, you become more composed and can face conflicts without losing control. Builds strong and lasting relationships. Forgiving others fosters empathy and deep connection, improving the quality of relationships. Anger and resentment hurt not only others but also yourself. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but a step towards strength and inner peace. Let compassion and forgiveness guide you, leading you to real freedom and happiness in life. 18. Do not think of yourself as superior to others. Pride and arrogance not only distance you from others, but also create unnecessary conflicts and hostility. When you constantly see yourself as better than others, you fall into the trap of conceit, limiting your ability to learn and understand. To live a humble and fulfilling life, recognize that your value doesn't lie in comparison with others, but in personal growth and positive contributions to the community. Practical application. At work, instead of criticizing or looking down on colleagues with less ability, find ways to help and support their development. A humble attitude and willingness to learn from anyone, not just from superiors or experienced colleagues, create a better work environment and improve teamwork. In relationships, humility is the key to empathy and deep connection. Don't let your ego dominate others or prevent you from hearing their opinions. Listen sincerely and acknowledge that everyone has something to teach you. Humility builds genuine and lasting relationships. In personal life, don't measure success or worth solely by material possessions or social status. Humility isn't about devaluing yourself, but about clear awareness of your strengths and weaknesses. Focus on self-improvement rather than trying to surpass others. Benefits of not thinking of yourself as superior. Encourages empathy and understanding. When you don't see yourself as superior, you can empathize with others' circumstances and perspectives, creating genuine bonds. Expands learning opportunities. Humility keeps an open mind, ready to learn from others, enhancing skills and knowledge. Fosters gratitude and respect. Humility helps you appreciate others' values and contributions, making life richer and more meaningful. Arrogance brings loneliness and distance. Lower your ego, live humbly, and respect those around you. Humility doesn't diminish your value. It lays the foundation for sustainable growth and genuine happiness. 19. Do not cling to position or status. Position and status can bring a sense of security, power, and recognition, but when you cling too tightly to them, you risk losing your true essence. You become fearful of losing your position, willing to compromise principles or act irrationally just to protect your status. To live a free and honest life, you need to let go of dependence on roles or titles and focus on your core values and real capabilities. Practical application. At work, Don't let job titles or positions define who you are. Instead, focus on skill development, building genuine professional relationships, and increasing the real value you can bring. If your position changes or you're no longer in a leadership role, these values will stay with you and help you continue growing. In relationships, don't let your status in family or society determine how you treat others. Everyone deserves respect, regardless of their position or role. Build relationships based on sincerity and empathy, not social rank. This helps create more genuine and sustainable connections. In personal life, remember that your value doesn't lie solely in the title or position you hold, but also in your character, integrity, and how you approach life. When you're not bound by titles, you'll more easily accept life's changes without feeling lost or deprived. Benefits of not clinging to position or status. Releases the mind from the pressure of maintaining status. When you no longer see status as everything, you'll feel more relaxed and free, open to new opportunities without fear of loss. Increases confidence from within. Your value comes from your abilities and qualities, not from external titles or positions. This builds a more solid and lasting self-confidence, creates genuine and equal relationships. When you value yourself beyond status, you'll cultivate genuine connections that are unaffected by social hierarchy. Status is fleeting and can change over time, but your real value lies in how you live, act, and treat others. Let go of dependence on titles to live freely, authentically, and fully with yourself. 20. Do not worry too much about living long. The fear of death and the desire to live long can cause you to lose peace in the present. When you focus too much on extending your lifespan, you easily miss precious moments of life. Excessive concern about survival doesn't make you live longer, it only adds burden and stress. To live a meaningful and free life, learn to accept the impermanence of life and enjoy each moment fully. Practical application. At work, instead of being obsessed with building a career that lasts until old age, focus on contributing fully in the present. Set realistic goals and develop yourself step by step rather than worrying about a distant future. Focusing on the present helps you work more effectively, produce better results, and reduce anxiety about uncertain things ahead. In relationships, don't let fear of loss or concerns about relationship longevity overshadow current joy. Instead, focus on creating beautiful memories and building genuine bonds now. Love and friendship become more meaningful when you're fully present, and don't let the future overshadow the present. In personal life, understand that health and longevity depend on many factors, including personal effort, luck, and life's unpredictability. Instead of being obsessed with living longer, live with quality and purpose each day. Invest in things that make you happy, such as self-development, nurturing authentic relationships, and experiencing life to the fullest. Benefits of not worrying too much about living long. Reduces unnecessary stress and anxiety. When you're no longer obsessed with longevity, you'll feel lighter and more at peace, allowing you to fully enjoy life. Increases presence and appreciation for the present. By not worrying about a distant future, you focus on what's happening around you and experience deeper joy in the moment. Nurtures gratitude and contentment. By accepting life's impermanence, you'll appreciate each day and moment, creating deeper and more sustainable satisfaction. Longevity is not something you can fully control, but how you live is entirely in your hands. Live each moment fully so that when the end comes, you can smile, knowing you've lived a meaningful and fulfilling life. 21. Do not stray from your path. The path you choose is not only your goal, but also the essence and meaning of your life. When you fail to stay on course, you can easily be distracted by temporary temptations, short-term compromises, or the influence of others. Losing your way not only blurs your goals, but also makes you lose sight of your core values. To live a meaningful life and achieve true success, you must hold your ground and stay committed to the path you've chosen, regardless of the challenges and obstacles. Practical application in life. In work, when faced with new opportunities or attractive offers, don't rush to decide if they do not align with your long-term goals. Always ask yourself, will this bring me closer to the goals I've set? Staying steadfast and focused on your main path helps you achieve sustainable success, rather than merely pursuing short-term achievements. In relationships, don't let the influence of others make you change your core values and principles. Build relationships based on mutual respect and companionship, rather than being swayed by pressures or expectations from others. Only by being true to your real values can you create sincere and lasting relationships. In personal life, there will be times when you feel tired and want to give up the path you've chosen. Remember why you started, what drives your passion, and the ultimate goal you aim for. No matter how difficult it gets, perseverance and determination are essential for you to overcome and continue on the path you've chosen. Benefits of not straying from your path. Strengthening determination and resolve. When you are not distracted by external factors, you develop a strong will and the ability to face difficulties without being shaken. Creating sustainable success. Persistence allows you to build a solid foundation step by step, laying the groundwork to achieve larger goals. You will no longer be easily drawn by temporary benefits or easy choices. Comprehensive self-development. By staying true to your chosen path, you not only build consistency in your actions, but also deepen your understanding of yourself and your core values. Success and meaning in life don't come from chasing transient things, but from steadfastly following the path you truly believe in. Live with clear goals, maintain perseverance, and keep moving forward. That's the way to attain true happiness and complete fulfillment. If you ever feel lost or unsure of where your life is headed, remember that these tools can serve as a compass, guiding you through life's most difficult moments. They empower you to face reality, act with intention, and live in alignment with your true values. By mastering these tools, you not only become stronger and more resilient, but also build a life filled with meaning and lasting satisfaction. So ask yourself, will you continue to live controlled by fleeting emotions, external desires, and societal pressures? Or will you take the first step today to live a life of strength, independence, and inner peace by embracing these principles? The choice is yours. Stand up, embrace the tools of life, and take charge of your destiny. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There's no better time to start than right now. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.